And in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to use the Amazon Seller app to scan books to determine if things are profitable or not.
Reezy Resells. Follow the hustle.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. My name is Reezy. I go by Reezy Resells, and on my channel, I teach people how to sell used books on Amazon. Basically, how to break the chains of that 9-to-5 life and how to live a life with passion via using Amazon and specifically used books as an exit strategy. Used books are great because you can start selling used books with next to no money. And in the vein of that thought, this video is going to be very great for you beginners that are watching this video, because one of the things that is burdensome about getting started on Amazon is that there's a lot of apps and services that cost monthly fees, and everyone's trying to market and sell it to you. And even the Amazon selling account itself, which is free, and has a $40 a month pro merchant version, that's hard to find the free version, etc., etc. So up front, you feel like it's not like eBay because it's not free and it's harder to get into. But I promise you it is. And in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to use the Amazon Seller app to scan books to determine if things are profitable or not. And not just for books, but for anything. I know people doing 6 figures a year that are using just the Amazon Seller app, doing retail arbitrage, different business models, but you don't need the fancy stuff. You can do it with the free stuff. It just takes a little bit more time, but that doesn't mean that that's not useful for you to know how to do, especially because you shouldn't be investing a lot of money up front. You should be bootstrapping, right, and making the business pay for itself. So let's go into it. On the screen, you can see the Amazon Seller app on my phone. That's the app that you need. If you have a seller account, you can get this app from the App Store, iPhone, Android, install it, whatever, and we will be on our way. So let's go ahead and open it up and just get right into using it to scan some products. So in the upper right-hand corner, there's a camera. Press that, okay? And that comes up, and then we are going to scan some stuff. I got a stack of books here on the side. This is a great book. All of these books are from my personal collection, so a little bit of a bonus value on this video. Check out these books, but let's get into it. First book, we're going to scan this puppy. It's going to come up. So it shows a rank of 1,227. So this is a result from scanning an item. In the image, in the center is obviously the book cover. In the upper left of the screen, you can see a number that says in books. That's a sales rank category number for that item. So out of all of the books that sell on Amazon, this one, like as if it was a race, this one is in the 1,227th place, which makes sense. And you can see as a result of that, it has a large amount of reviews, 321 reviews, all of which are 5 stars. So upper left, sales rank, upper right, review and review count. And then underneath that, we have the calculator to see the offers. You can see whether you can sell it or not, seller eligibility. If you couldn't sell it, right there is where you wouldn't be able to sell it. And there's a lot of stuff you can't sell on Amazon when you're just getting started. So that's also very important. But let's go into the used tab. Press the used, which is next to the new there, because we're always mostly almost 100% of the time going to be selling used books. The books we find at the thrift store, used, yard sale, used, etc. So press the used tab and let's go in and look at that. And right off, you're going to notice something that's really funny. You see that the new is selling for $10.66, but the lowest used price is $30, which if you're not skilled, you might go, oh my God, it's selling for $30. It's going to pay out $18.94. That's not the case. That's overinflated price, likely because of people's automatic repricers, something you'll learn about in the future. But let's actually look at the actual offers by clicking on the bottom of those 2 rows, the one that starts with none Amazon. Click on that row, and it will load you the actual offers page, which you can see these will always be organized by lowest price to highest price. And you can see the first one is good, $10.65. But then the next one, and that's used, the next one is new prime for $10.66. So you can imagine that $10.65 used is not really selling very much. You're going to probably have to drop that down to around $9.66 to find someone who would want to save $1 and get a used copy over a new prime copy, and that does happen. But overall, you can see all these offers, even Amazon at $10.69, But this is the detailed view. This is how you see the actual offers and, what you're going to be able to sell it for. This is right now, and this is current, because some of the other data in the app is not always perfectly accurate, but these are the actual offers right now. Now let's press the arrow caret back in the upper left and go back to the top row of these two things. We're going to click on that, and it's going to bring up this calculator. Now this is amazing, and this calculator has two tabs. On the right, Amazon fulfilled, and on the left, seller fulfilled. Like I said, that seller fulfilled price is very exaggerated because the new Amazon price is a lot less. So let's go with, we're going to say, here, normally this would be populated by an offer that made sense, but because this is out of whack, we're going to put it at what I said earlier, which was that $966. So if you sold this book for $966 FBA, after all of the fees and not including your cost of goods, it would pay out $1.25. So if you bought this for $1, you would make 25 cents, and you could hold out and price this a little bit higher, maybe a buck or two higher, maybe make $3 on it. But that's the current lowest price right now. And since Amazon's selling it for $10.69, there's not a lot of margin on this. But if you got this book for free, you could turn it into $1.25, right? So not an optimal book to buy for a quarter, but for 20 cents, buy it for yourself. This is a great book. Maybe sell it to the used bookstore for a couple bucks. So let's press, and now you don't even have to go back to the beginning menu. In the bottom left, there's a button that says scan. So press that, and then grab your next book and scan that puppy. So this next book, you can see it says this listing is restricted, but the one underneath it is not, and that's one we're going to sell on. It has a sales rank, which you can already see, of 19,087. It has 410 reviews. Everything's looking good. Let's look at the used price. The lowest used price is $19. And it looks like it's going to pay out $9.59 at a cursory glance. Amazon is not in stock. You can see where it says none Amazon. Now let's go verify this real quick and look at some of the offers. And okay, $18.32, $18.34. It looks like that's what it's selling for. And it did say Amazon, none Amazon, but you can see right here, Amazon's selling it for $18.49. So that's a perfect example of how the app is not always accurate with the data it displays, but the offers page within the app or within each product view is always accurate. So let's back it up, and knowing that Amazon sells it for $18.49, the most we're going to be able to sell it for in any fashion to the customer is probably about $17.49. So let's put that into the calculator by clicking the top row, and we're going to switch it over to Amazon FBA. It already started on that, and we're going to put $17.49. Now, if we sell that book for $17.49, the net proceeds will be $7.95. So this is a killer profitable book. If you bought this book for $1, you would have an 800% return or $7 profit, which is amazing, amazing deal. And that's actually what the book business is based on, guys. It's not based on getting a ton of $20 and $50 and $60 or $100 book sales. Those are great, and those pay the bills. Those pay for all the other books. Those pay for these $1 bills that get turned into $8 bills. And those are the real money makers, is that the overall ROI of the book business, at least in a cherry-picking solo entrepreneur model, is turning $1 into $3 into $5 into $8 consistently as an average across your whole inventory. So that is a great example. That's a $7 profit. Shout out Alex Benayan. Let's scan another book here. We're going to do a couple more. I don't want to run on for too long with you guys because I think you guys are going to get the concept pretty quickly. Let's tap to view this one. Now let's get into it. New, $45.99. Again, this says none with Amazon. Used is coming in a lot less at $9.45. Now let's go and view the offers page. So here's the offers. The lowest one is actually looking like it's coming in at $5.93. $5.93, and I think that was the FBA offer I was looking at. So you can see here in this view, sometimes on the bottom line, oftentimes actually, there's three sections, none FBA, then 37 from $9.45. Those are FBA offers fulfilled by Amazon at Amazon's warehouse and available with free prime shipping to the customer. On the right side of that, There's 135 used for $5.93. So you know those are the seller fulfilled offers right there. $5.93, not prime. And then the top line is your calculator. So selling it for $9.45 FBA. Now let's see if it translates over on the calculator. And these things are not always accurate. Now you can see right there you didn't get the same number. It's because of this 53-cent charge, which is 3 lines up from the 94. That is the inbound shipping. That's, particular to me as the person who's using the app. And the 147 in general is not including inbound shipping. So you can estimate about 50 cents a unit. It's actually probably going to be less for the average book to be sent into FBA. So that book, not a huge winner. But again, if you got it for really cheap, you could turn, a free book into $1. You could turn a 20-cent book into $1. But not a lot of meat on the bone, that's for sure. Here's another one. Oh, this is a great example. So this one is Zappos Delivering Happiness. And when you scan it, I scanned the barcode. That's a real barcode. It just brought up a ton of nonsense. Now let's see if it doesn't look like it even comes in here. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a cover recognition. So we're going to flip the book over and we're just going to get a picture of it. And it looks like it already got it. Now let's bring it in here. You see there's 2 ranks right here, the 2010 hardcover and this other one. Now let's see. This book that I have in my hand is a hardcover. You never want to list on the incorrect listing. But I can't tell if this is paperback or hardback. I'm just going to assume that the one that I have is the 2010 edition because this is an older book that I've had for a few years. And with a rank of 952,000 in books, it's not something that's going to sell very often. It might sell one time a month, a couple times a month, but definitely not very often. And used, it looks like it's going for $10.99 with $2.78 overall payout. So depending on what you got it for, you could turn this into $2.78. But again, it's not ideal. That's a slow selling book. I would say you should look for around $10 profit on an item with 1 million rank because you're going to have to wait a little longer for that to sell. And again, that's all up to you. You get to make your decision in how long you want to wait and for what margins you want to wait for in your business. Now, this brought up a little bit of different results. It brought up the audio CD. So let's go to this other version and see. I'm guessing this is probably the paperback edition, which has a bazillion reviews and 46,000 rank, which is incredible. And used, it's selling for pretty much the same price, $8, but it's going to pay out 22 cents. So again, not a profitable book. Great book to read. If you got it for really cheap and you have a good relationship with a bookstore or a buyback company, you might be able to get $1 or $2 for something like this. Not trash. There's people that'll pay $1 or $2 for this for sure, especially hand to hand if you do yard sales or something like that. Now let's go. I want to end on at least one that's worth something. So let's go through. We got a couple more here. This is an amazing book if you haven't read this one. Oh, great. Yeah, that book, amazing. It's supposed to be 978, not 918, optical recognition thingy. Let's see if it gets it this time. There we go. You got it that time. You can do it. You can do it, Amazon camera. So, this book, Shoe Dog by Phil Knight. $13.66 new, for $4.97 payout. Amazon sells for $13.60. And used, you can sell it for $12.95, paying out $4.45. Now let's go look at some of the offers real quick, just to make sure. You can see there's $11.94, so a little bit less. $11.94, $12.04, but the lowest FBA right there, $12.95 right there, are R books. So let's go back to the calculator and see. It should be around $4 payout, right? Put in Amazon FBA, $12.95, and it is a $4.09 payout. So that book, Shoe Dog, if you got it for $1, sent it into FBA, it will sell very quickly, and that will put $4 in your bank account, which will mean $3 profit or a 400% ROI. And you want to be selling, 20, 30, 100 of those a day. Okay, one more book, guys, before we finish this up. one more book, Fingerprint of the Gods by Graham Hancock. So used, selling for $12.58 with a $4.13 payout. Amazon's apparently not in stock, and there's 102 used offers for $11.23. The number of offers is an important thing to look at because that's a data point that can help you to understand if the market is saturated or not and where the prices might be going. Something with 102 offers, the prices aren't going to go up very quickly. So let's look at this $12.58 sale. Probably going to pay out about $3.50. Yep, $3.50 payout. So this Fingerprint of the Gods, if you pick this book up for $1, for $2, it's going to pay out $3.50, which would be $2.50 to $1.50 to $2.50 profit. And I would pick this book up for $1, even for $2 if I was already there somewhere. If I had to, I would like to get it for a lot less, but this book is going to pretty much insta sell as soon as it hits FBA. So hopefully that helps you guys know how to use the Amazon seller app to scan books and other items, to know if you can make money on Amazon FBA. And you're going to use this to build your first, group of items that you're going to send in to Amazon FBA. And it's going to help you to learn the process for free without having to invest in any software. So without investing in software, you're going to be making money and be an active bookseller on Amazon FBA. And then the money's going to start coming in, and you're going to be able to invest slowly in better software or better hardware or whatever it is you need to speed it up. And I promise you, you can make money. People are doing it, full-time, 6 figures a year with just the Amazon seller app. But what will happen, especially with books, because 95% of books are worthless, you're going to get really tired of all the time that it takes to use the Amazon seller app. And you're going to want to upgrade to an app with a database like Scout IQ, or you're going to want to get a Bluetooth barcode scanner that can scan books really fastly and wirelessly transmit it to the phone. Have the phone mounted on your arm, wear headphones, all of these different things. You're going to learn about library book sales. All of this stuff and more is going to come to you guys. So go over to my website, reezyresells.com, grab a copy of my free intro to Amazon course. That will get you in the game. And also make sure you go down in the description and check out all that stuff. There's a lot of information, software, tools. Go to my kit.com collection and just see all the stuff that we use. I'm not saying buy it all. I'm just saying it's a good way for you to check it out and look at the stuff that can help you save time, because I'm not putting any BS stuff on there. Check out the podcast on iTunes if you're working or have a commute, or you work out. Good way to absorb some information through your ears. Tune into our Monday night live shows where I interview other sellers. Lots of good stuff for you guys. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe and like the video if you liked it. I'll see you guys on the next video. Remember, if you ain't flipping, you slipping. Peace.
You'll get strangled to death as I mangle your flesh. Lights on, night on, which angle is best? I put you in the frame and let you hang with the rest. Call it photo finish as we diminish your last breath. And if the Sabbath is the day of the Lord, then my style of rap is like the way of the sword. Better sharpen your blade, I'm coming straight for your door. I see the devil in your